Booking live performance has always been full of friction, endless searches, missed connections, and waste time. Gaurav Gupta, founder and CEO of Squanto, is changing that. Squanto is a gig app for live entertainment that uses AI-powered performance scoring to match event organizers with right musicians and artists, fast, transparent, and within budget. Hello, Gaurav.
Hello, Renat. Glad to be here.
Thank you for joining. Gaurav, could you start by telling about yourself and your professional background?
Sure. So I have been a developer, a techie, pretty much all my life. And a few years ago, I started brainstorming the idea of starting to work on my own passion, which was towards in the entertainment space. That's what I was passionate about. And last year, I took a deep down in it. Yeah. I had started off as a developer, then became an architect, then director, joined a consulting company. So I have a very good range of experience and I'm bringing it all to this space.
Yeah, I looked your LinkedIn profile and I saw totally you have 19 years experience like on different positions in
Yes.
senior in engineering delivery roles. What sparked the decision to build your own startup, your own venture?
Um, in 2019, I was visiting Boulder, Colorado. It was the Open Street Mall over there. And I saw a couple of girls in orchestra dress playing violin. And it was a serene moment. The sound of the music was mesmerizing, and it just took a seed in my brain that these are the people I want to do something for. I want to work for. And last year, um, in 2019, we started to do something, but then the COVID hit, so we stopped. And last year, my partner and my friend, he came back and he's like, Gaurav, let's take a deep dive in it. And I was ready. I was waiting, and I was like, all right, this is what we're gonna do. Let's go for it, and we did.
Mhm. Let's talk about your product, Squanta. What is
Yeah.
it? What problem does it solve and who it's for?
So it's a two-sided marketplace, demand side and the supply side. On the demand side are customers like event managers, event coordinators, even household consumers, and bar owners, basically venue owners. Um, on the supply side, it's entertainers. For now, musicians, but we will very soon expand into other categories like comedians, magicians, fire spinners, etc. So this is what it's for. And what is the product? Customer right now, the market problem is that there is a search friction problem when it comes to live entertainment. Customers spend time or money money finding the right live entertainment performer. So that is if they have an event, suppose you have a bar and you want to have live entertainment, you will be going through your emails, you will be checking up with your friends if they know any good musician or a good band, and then you would ask for code, you would ask for their availability, and then whatever price they are quoting, either you go ahead with it or you try to find somebody who's more aligning with your budget. So you're basically spending time, and if you're not spending time and you're pretty much going with one of the first ones, you're either spending in money or you're spending in compromise. We're addressing these problems. Customer is the one spending money, bleeding money. Why should they bleed time and energy also? Let's end that. With Squanto, customer comes on the platform and they create their requirement, and that's it. They leave, they come back after 3 4 days. Meanwhile, we show this requirement slash gig, we show this gig on a map to all the performers. And these performers, if they like the terms, they click on apply. Suppose 10 apply. Now, all these 10 applicants would be visible to the customer, and our AI would look at the performers' uh, videos, audio, social media, website, everything, and it would give it a score, a quality score. Based on the quality score, and a second, we call it fitment score, or it's an alignment score of how well a performer is aligning with your requirement. Based on these two scores, customer can sort the list and pick the best one, or one of the, they can look at the top 3 scorers, look at their profile, what they have done, look at the videos, everything, and pick one of the top 3 or top 5 ones, whatever time they have. But we have removed the search friction. That's what the product is all about.
Awesome. Sounds very great. And another question: how exactly does your scoring, AI scoring, work in practice?
So we thought, how would a human being make a selection between 5 performers? We So the process would be, they would look at the videos, their sound quality, their what, how famous they are, what kind of fan following do they have, their website, what do they really do, through social media, websites, EPKs, their look on their, on the Spotify, look at their Spotify links, um, their set list, etc. Based upon these elements, they would create some kind of mental ranking for all the performers. So we are like, we can digitize this time consuming process. There's a saying, what you can measure is what you can manage. So we took that saying and we codified it. So our AI does not takes the jobs away. It actually just helps people and stops over there. So yeah, we have digitized that scoring process, if you will. And we have a special algorithm. We have talked to a lot of performers, and we have already started conversation with the performers of different genre other than music, so that we are able to create a very solid algorithm to score magicians, comedians, even fire spinners. I'm in talks with one of very good fire spinners. Yeah. So
Yeah, so your scoring AI model should be very complicated and smart because you
yes,
have a lot of genres, artists, styles, yeah, and
yes.
you need to use it. And what stage is Quanto today? Prototype, alpha, beta testing, or already live with users?
We have already gone live. We have put our MVP in production, and based upon the feedback that we have gotten, we have already started working on the version 2, which of course, earlier we did not have a UI UX designer, but now we do. So with a new designer, which is well, where the theme is well aligned with this entertainment space, and a new seamless workflow, and some features for even the audience members, not just customers and performers, even regular audience members who want to see what's happening around them. Some features for them also. We are going to release our version 2 within 2-3 months. That's the stage
Hmm.
we are in.
And when did you start your MVP?
We launched our MVP somewhere in July. Yeah.
Okay. And can you share a customer journey, maybe one from the organizer side and one from the performer's side, where Squanto clearly saved time or delivered a great match?
So one journey I would say is, one customer. Um, he was not like a lot of these bar owners. They are somewhat connected with the entertainment space. They know some musicians. One we found was completely oblivious. He's like, I don't know. So he went ahead and created a gig, and we basically did. It was a handheld process. Okay, fine. You do this now. You do this now, and we received about 20 profiles for that, and all the profiles we received were scored, and based upon the scoring, he knew right away. He looked at the profile of the best scored person, and he's like, yeah, that this person will do. So we created not just this profile on the site, but we took printouts and everything and showed him that, look, this is how it's comparing, this is how our AI engine is working. So this is how he saved time getting the best available performer who's ready to perform in the given budget.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you. And let's talk about business model. How are you thinking about monetization for Squanta? Is it freemium model, subscription, something else?
Marketplace, just like Uber and Airbnb. So subscriptions, etc., can come in later when we are a little bit more established and we have some relevant number of features that really add value to the user. For now, we don't need to have subscription. It would be a waste of money for the customers. So whenever you have a gig, you come onto the platform, create your gig, find a performer, and when the performance is done, the payment is made, and we take a small commission. That's all.
Hmm.
Yeah.
It's like a task rabbit, yeah, for
Literally like,
customers and for taskers. It's free for
correct.
both.
Literally like
Okay.
TaskRabbit, but for live entertainment space.
Yeah. Okay. Looking at the entertainment market, how big is that, and what key trends do you see shaping as the next 1, 2 years?
Right now, there are about 5 million live entertainment events that happen within United States every year. And what trend I see shaping up is, first of all, that number will go up. Second of all, with companies like us and the type of features that we have envisioned, we would be giving suggestions also when a user is creating a gig and they have something in mind. We will be giving suggestions that you can also do this. That is, for example, suppose a person comes, they have their kid's birthday party, and they're like, all right, this is my kid's birthday party. I'm going to just hire a Disney princess. So when they are entering these details, we will also give us suggestions that you can also think of a clown or a magician or a juggler, to make the party more fun. So the trend that we are going to also have a leaning towards is to look into other genres that people have not looked into before. So not just music, in addition to music, look into other things. If you have a backyard party and if you have a pool, think of a mermaid performer. We will put that. You can think of a mermaid performer, and for 2 hours, it costs you $200, something like that. So we will see these other side genres going up also, because once we do it, others will do it too, having these kind of suggestions.
Uh, I know some applications like Geek Salad or the Bash, yeah, some of them running more than
Yes,
15 years. And
yes.
how does Quanta stand out in this landscape?
So we have reviewed a lot of these applications which are out there. They all of our competitors fall under one of the three categories. Either they are lead gen apps, or they are agencies, or they are directories. With lead gen, customer creates the requirement and they sell the app. This company would sell this lead to 10 performers, and these 10 performers would bombard the customer with phone calls, and then one of them would get it. So basically other 9 have gambled their money away. Then there are directories in which customer goes and the app will show 30,000 performers. You use filters and you pick the one you want, and then you start calling them, messaging them, asking for code. And then the third method is agencies. You call up an agency, hey, I want this performer, and then they will send you somebody. So either with these, either there is a gambling problem or search friction problem or a budget problem, because agencies are expensive. They take up to 30% cut. So what we have come up with is a job board model, like LinkedIn job board. But even LinkedIn job board, when you create a job on LinkedIn, you will say get 100 resumes. You have to find a way or to go through all these 100 profiles. LinkedIn does not score them. LinkedIn has AI. They have all the money in the world. They cannot look at the profile and look at the job description and come up with the alignment score. They can, but are they doing it? No, they are not. So we have created a job board model with AI powered scoring to make the selection easier. That's how we differentiate. And that's how we are going to, even though there is competition, but we are going to be sitting in a slightly separate space.
Yeah, Gaurav, it's very strong point. Yeah,
Yeah.
agree with you. As I use LinkedIn, yeah, absolutely. So, what's benchmark are you setting for yourself in terms of market coverage, number of events, or performance on the platform within 1 year?
Within 1 year, we want to reach $100,000 of gross merchandise value, GMV.
Hmm.
Basically, total number of gigs that we have uh, uh, provisioned, I would say, or many, yeah, 100,000.
Hmm. Okay. What channel have you found most effective so far in getting your first customers? Is it online, offline?
Um, Network. So far, how the industry works is through referrals and networking. All these gig apps are there, competition is there, but if you were to ask people what kind of live entertainment gig app do you have on your phone right now, everybody will say none. They all rely on either Facebook groups or simple networking. I know this guy, I know that guy. So we will not be able to just come in and change the trend overnight. No. So we are following the trend of networking. We have a very good network and finding customers and performers through the network. That's how we are starting. We have a multi-channel playbook on which we are working to go beyond networking and scale further. But yeah, for our starting journey, first step journey, networking and referrals.
Hmm. And I know that you live in California. You're focusing first in California or in US?
Starting journey, LA, Los Angeles.
Hmm.
It's a big entertainment market.
Yeah.
And with just after LA, we will expand into California, Vegas, Nevada, and then go national.
Hmm.
Yeah. And once we are sure that we are covering the app nationally, then we will build localization in our app and start to go global, country by country.
Okay. Let's talk about your team. Who is on your team and how big is it?
We are about 10 members now. I have a CTO, CEO, and chief architect. Plus, we have onboarded 4 team members in marketing, one UI UX, and we'll be onboarding a couple of more developers soon.
Hmm.
Most of the team members, they are not paid. They are joining on equity basis, like a co-founder.
How many co-founders do you have?
Well, technically, when I write them as co-founders, I have two, but others are joining. They have a title, they have a role, but they will be joining on equity basis. So
Hmm.
you can call them skilled as on equity, or you can call them a co-founder. It's a technical term, so I'm not going to use it loosely.
Okay.
Yeah,
And you worked in large organizations, and
yeah.
how are you shaping the culture inside Squanto as a startup?
I have worked in startups, small companies, and large organizations. And with large organizations, I saw there's a lot of process and a lot of definition, but people were walking on eggshells everywhere. They don't want to get fired for saying something wrong. Um, so the type of culture we will be creating is of having people to speak up. So nobody is above anyone. It's kind of a flat organization. Everybody has a role to play, and everybody has an equal say. So if you like something, speak. If you don't like something, speak. Speaking up is a requirement. Yeah. Don't hold your voice down, like hold your thoughts back. Keep it clean, obviously, but speak up. That's the type of culture we are going to cultivate.
So, when it comes to choosing your teammates, how do you know this is the right person to build a startup with you?
The very first thing we do is a vibe check. I have, of course, onboarded people I have already worked with, I already love. But there are some team members I did not know them before. I found them through LinkedIn, and I have onboarded them. And when I'm talking to them for the first time, I'm doing kind of a vibe check. How are they resonating? How are they? What's their body language? Does their body language even say that they like me, or is it kind of uh, I'm seeing a little bit of a contempt or discontentment, anything negative. So a vibe check is the very first thing. Then I'm looking at their profile. Like, okay, fine, what's your experience level? What have you done? How can you add value? And if you're joining this company, joining us, would you be able to create your own niche? Or would you be only be looking for instructions all the time? That's the second thing I'm seeing. What kind of initiative do you have in you? Drive you have in you? And then third thing, what has life taught you? Like working in companies, big names, you what you end up learning is you work, you get money. But when you have really gone through life, you've suffered some way. That's when that's when your character and attitude is being built. That's how it's being built. So I'm looking for those type of events. For example, my marketing manager, Kenji, he's a young guy. He's like 25, 26 or something like that. But he has been working since he was 13. And his work ethics and professionalism, they're better than mine. Uh, he comes off as a really mature person. I'm like, Kenji, hands off, hats off to you, man. And the way you are, like in people in 20s, they are quite immature. I was immature, I'm pretty sure, but you're something else. So yeah, I'm looking for those kind of things. What has life taught you?
What next for Squanto? Product development, fundraising, scaling customers.
Fundraising is a side event. I have realized I have done fundraising, right, and it did not go well. And I realized that fundraising cannot be your main priority. Your main priority is building and selling. So what's my number one priority right now is building, because I do have a goal. I My designer is churning out the screens. We are creating flow. We are reviewing all that stuff, and we have to build the version 2, which is moving towards product market fit, and then start selling again. So that's my next goal: build and sell. Fundraising will happen on the side.
Looking back, what's been the toughest challenge so far? Technical, business, personal? And how did you deal with it?
None of these. Um, there is a common factor in all these things you said. That is persistence. Um, Persistence in building, persistence in business, and persistence in everything is needed. And the power to persist is a challenge. To, you know, for example, for a startup, you may start something, but let me tell you, your starting journey is not going to be good. You are not going to be 100% right. What you're thinking, your idea is your first version of the product, it's not going to sell. You will have to be open minded, and you will have to pivot and pivot again. Pivot in this area, pivot in that area. We have gone through 4 or 5 pivots right now ourselves. And the capability to hold out, persist through the pivots is what's going to make or break you. So we have been persistent. That's why we are still here. Otherwise, we started in September 2024. We started building. We were building something for 3 months. Then we started interviewing customers and performers. We realized that what we are building is not the best. It's wrong. So we pivoted. And in around March timeframe, we started interviewing the customer side also. We realized something we are missing. We pivoted again. And then after we had released the MVP, we went back to the market. We started selling. We realized our ICP is wrong. ICP, this group of bars and restaurants will buy, but for a startup's journey, startups product adoption goes through innovators, early adopters, early majority, late majority, laggards. These bar owners I was chasing, they are not innovators. They are 50 plus, and they are set in the way they do things right now. I will not be able to make them switch to my platform, which is AI powered. They are afraid of the word AI. So we had to pivot again to reskin, redesign the platform, rework the workflows for event managers and coordinators, which are between 25 and 35 years of age. And they are on LinkedIn. So through LinkedIn automation, I will be able to reach to them, convince them, and bring them onto the platform. Pivot. So if can you persist through these pivots? If you can persist through your problems, you can survive. Yeah, that's the challenge. Number one challenge, capability of persisting.
What was the biggest mindset shift you had to make moving from corporate leader to startup founder?
Ego. I had to drop my ego. As When I was in a consulting company, iLink, I was able to take the business from 4.5 to 12 million within a year, and I was kind of a star over there. Um, and I was like, hey, I'm getting things done. I'm making it happen. My region, I was a regional director. My region became number one within a year's time from number three. Um, so there was a lot of ego which came in, and I was not realizing the platform the company is providing me. Somebody is doing marketing. Somebody is generating leads. Somebody is funneling these leads to me. I'm converting them. So there's some credit to me. and I'm creating my own leads also, few of them, getting my own business, yeah, but not all. Somebody has given me this platform. So when I when from this corporate I came to my own platform, my own company, there is nobody giving you leads. There is no foundation somebody is handing you over. You are creating all this yourself. And guess what? Now I'm a marketing manager, I'm like a marketing expert myself. I'm running the marketing meetings, creating a marketing plan, multi-channel playbook myself. And I'm realizing how hard it is, how tough it is, how annoying things can get when you don't understand it, when you don't see the results, how disheartening it is. And then suppose I were to hire somebody and who would just convert all my work and get that ego. Yeah, I had to kill that mindset and humble down really fast. Yeah.
Yeah, so absolutely agree with you.
Oh yeah.
And finally, what's one piece of advice you give to someone starting their first startup today?
Um, like I just actually said, I would say that guys, if you have an idea, if you have talked to any customers at all, the 80% chances your idea is workable. But after 80% pivots, whatever your idea is, little bit of validation you have done, go ahead with it. Please create a startup. It's a journey for yourself. It builds character, it builds you, it can build your future, it can generate jobs, it helps the country, the world, everything. But be open minded and be ready for some serious pivots on the way and persist through the pivots. You do that, you will be successful, you will succeed. And yeah, work, the number one skill you have to work in yourself is build power of conviction. Practice how would you convince somebody of something. And if you cannot bring people onto your team to kind of work for free, maybe for equity, that is, um, you will not be able to convince investors to give you money. The chances are a little lower. You can, but chances are lower. Yeah. See, can you convince people to work with you in the startup journey when the company is nothing? If you can do that, you have a shot at convincing people after you have money. Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you, Gaurav, for sharing your story. See you next
Thank
time, hopefully, soon.
thank you, Renat. Thank you so much. It was amazing.